Hi. So a lot of small business owners are going to start receiving their PPP payments from the government. And they're going to ask themselves, what do I do with this money? Now, the program, what it says is, as long as you use the money for your payroll, to pay your rent, you pay a couple of other very specific things to keep your business going, that money that you're receiving from the government, which is through the PPP, is free money in essence. They'll forgive it and you can just get on with your business. Now, a lot of companies are put in a situation where they're looking at getting this money and then asking themselves, is it worth reopening this company? What can I, what should I do with this money? The ethical thing obviously is to pay your employees and to keep the company going for as long as you can. Now, as a business owner like me, which I own a business, and other business owners who I've talked to, they know that that money not sufficient. That cannot replace revenue. That is a very temporary amount of money that can help keep a business going for a short period of time. Unless the government keeps giving money, it's probably unlikely that a business that receives, even a sizable amount of money can stay in suspended animation forever. So the question that I've been receiving is, what do I do with the money if I don't want to reopen my business? Now, this is a very sensitive topic. That money should be used for your employees. So I would recommend to pay your employees and then do what you can to keep your business open. Now, there are people who are in situations where their employees have gone, they've quit, they don't want to come back, and the business is truly over, but they've gotten the money. This delay in receiving the money has caused that to happen for a lot of people, that they don't even have employees left to pay. If you're in a situation where you received all this money and as a business owner and you don't have any money to pay, well, then you need to look at what you're doing with your life. It's possible that that money can be used to open another business. These loans are not personally guaranteed, so therefore, if you don't pay them, if you don't use them for their proper purpose, it doesn't seem like the government can come after you directly for that money. Now, it's even if your intention is to pay your employees and to keep the business going, and it's impossible for the reasons that I just said, well, you can maybe use that money to open another business and hire other people. Now, I don't think that the government's going to forgive it in that situation, but it's still a pretty good loan. It's still a pretty good loan over time to use to open a new business. Now, this is a very tricky, sensitive topic. I understand that. And people might respond in a negative way. I'm not telling you to not pay your current employees. I'm saying yes, pay your current employees. But there are people, because their circumstances have changed in the last month, where the business is no longer viable. Maybe you sold something that now cannot be sold anymore, or you have a restaurant that your landlord will not work with you and will shut you down, therefore the restaurant disappears, or another type of business. In that situation, well, then you might as well use that money to do something good in the future, open another restaurant, open another business, hire some people, and then pay back your loan over time. I believe that the terms are 30 years at this point at 1% interest, which is pretty much free money. So that's my advice for now. As a bankruptcy attorney, I've seen different people in different situations. Most of the time, you have to understand that people who are in these situations are honest, and this is just a bad situation that they've got themselves into for other reasons. With the coronavirus, I would say that that's likely the case. Most people, nobody thought in February or January that we were going to be sitting in April, May of 2020 with businesses closed and people sitting in their homes. That's something that is completely nobody could have told me that a year ago. This is where we would be a year later. So it's an unprecedented situation, an unprecedented time. This is something that people need to look at their total financial situation and make decisions based on what's best for them, what's best for their family, what's best for their employees. I would not fault anybody from doing what they need to do to survive in this situation. Now, again, the ethical thing is to use that money for your employees, but if you can't, it is just a loan, therefore you will have to pay it back at some point. I would say to you that legally, even with a bankruptcy, if you ever had to file bankruptcy to get rid of that loan, it seems to me that I haven't seen the paperwork yet, because it's very few people have gotten it, and I will edit this video and upload a new video when I actually see paperwork, that these loans are not personally guaranteed. Therefore, it is unlikely that you'll have to pay them back through a lawsuit. However, I'm not sure about that, so we're going to have to wait and see what the government does. But for now, if you're one of the lucky companies that does receive the money, sit back, make a decision based on what you know about your business. If you think your business is going to continue after all of this, then yes, use that money to fund your business and move forward, pay your employees, pay your rent. Now, if your business is no longer viable, meaning that your employees have gone, your landlord won't work with you and closed you down, well then, I guess you're going to have to use that money to open a new business and hire some new folks, maybe the same folks that you had before in a different location. Be smart with the money, don't blow it, and try to do good, try to move forward. My name is Diego Mendez. I'm a bankruptcy attorney here in Miami, Florida. Debt Law TV. If you like my videos, please subscribe and like this video, and I will continue making them for you and for different people in different situations. Thank you very much.